Hey, good morning, students. How are you? Fine? Okay. Yesterday, I started concentration terms, molarity. Molarity not completed. Some concepts completed. So, molarity, some problems also given. So, once again, molarity can be defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of the solution, or the number of gram moles of solute present in 1 liter of the solution is known as molarity. Units of molarity, moles per liter. It is denoted by symbol capital M. So molarity depends on temperature. So as the temperature increases, volume of the solution also increases. Volume of the solution increases means molarity decreases. So molarity, as temperature increases, molarity decreases. So that is molarity formula. So molarity yesterday given. So molarity problems, so gram molecular weight. They won't give the problems of gram molecular weight. We know HCl gram molecular weight, that is 6.5, H2SO4 98, HNO3 63, urea 60, glucose 180, sucrose 342, like that. So these are some important formulas. Next, another one is in molarity. Another one is molarity. They can see. Okay, so number of moles present in, some useful formulas. Number of moles present in V liters, V means volume, V liters of the solution. V liters of the solution formula. So number of moles present in V liters of the solution formula, molarity into volume. In this volume compulsory liters, simply M into V. In this case compulsory volume in liters. So these are one other relation. So these are first formula. Number of moles present in V liter of the solution formula, molarity into volume in liters, or M into V liters. These are one first formula. And the next one, number of millimoles present in V ml of the solution. So here number of millimoles present in V, here volume, here V means volume. Number of millimoles, so number of moles of solute, present in, number of millimoles of solute. So these are considered as solute. Number of millimoles of solute present in VML of the solution formula, that means molarity into volume. In this case, volume compulsory ml. Simply M into V. In this case, volume compulsory in ml. So these are another formula. First formula, number of moles of solute present in V liter of the solution. Molarity into volume. Okay, that means volume compulsory liters. Next, students following? Okay, careful. Number of millimoles of solute present in VML of the solution. Molarity into volume in, here compulsory volume in ml. Their volume in liters. So that's molarity into volume in ml. Okay. And the third one is last number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute present in. Number of moles of solute present in. VML of the solution. VML of the solution. VML. Here volume in ml. Number of moles of solute present in VML of the solution. Formula molarity into volume by 1000. Molarity into volume by 1000. Here volume compulsory ml. Simply now I am taking, so simply m into v compulsory in ml by 1000. So these are another formula. Anyway, number of moles of solute present in V liters of the solution. Formula molarity to volume. In this case compulsory liters. So number of moles simply n. Number of moles means n. So next second case, number of millimoles of solute present in V ml of the solution. Molarity to volume. Here volume compulsory ml. Okay. So number of moles means simple n. Next third case, number of moles of solute present in V ml of the solution. So that means number of moles n equal to molarity into volume. Here volume compulsory in ml. Volume in ml. So molarity into volume by 1000. Simply m. Here capital means molarity. Volume by 1000. So these are some important relations. Okay, write down. So first point. So write down first point. Number of moles of solute present in V liters of the solution. Simple formula molarity to volume. In this case compulsory volume in liters. Okay. Next, number of millimoles of solute present in VML of the solution. Molarity to volume. In this case volume in ml, milliliters. Next, number of moles of solute present in VML of the solution. Compulsory in this case molarity to volume in ml by 1000. So these are some useful formulas and relations. Okay, an error. Next. When a solution is diluted, so when a solution is diluted, listen, when a solution is diluted, molarity decreases, but number of moles before dilution, after dilution remains constant. Understand my point? Again, when a solution is diluted means concentration less. When a solution is diluted, molarity decreases, but the number of moles of solute before and after dilution remains constant. In this case formula V1M1 equal to V2M2 dilution. Okay, V1M1 equal to V2M2 dilution. When a solution is diluted, molarity decreases, but the number of moles of solute before and after dilution remains constant. In this V1M1 equal to V2M2. Here V1 means volume of solution before dilution. Next second, M1 means molarity of solution before dilution. Molarity of solution before dilution. Next V2, volume of solution after dilution. Next another one is M2. So molarity of solution after dilution. Students following answer, okay now, very easy. When a solution is diluted, molarity decreases. So molarity decreases, but number of moles of solute before and after dilution remains constant. In this case, in some problems, so dilution means we can use this formula. V1M1 equal to V2M2. In this case, 1 means initial solution before dilution. V1 means volume of solution before dilution. M1 means molarity of solution before dilution. V2 means volume of solution after dilution. M2 means molarity of solution after dilution. So that is one other formula for dilution case. Next term. Okay, write down. Next, volume of water added to get a solution of known molarity. In this case formula, volume of water added to get a solution of known molarity. We know molarity. Water is added. In this case, how much water is added? They will ask. In this case, formula V2 minus V1 equal to M1 minus M2 into V1 by M2. That is a formula. V2 is final volume, initial molarity, first molarity before dilution. Second, okay, final molarity, initial volume, final molarity. When these are formula using volume of water added to get a solution of known molarity, they will ask problems. Complete the concept, I will give problems maybe tomorrow. So they will give problem, how much they will give solution, concentration, volume, dilution case, how much water is added to final result, final solution. They will ask in this formula. V2 minus V1 equal to result. V2 minus V1 equal to M1 minus M2 into V1 by V2. So these are volume of water added to get a solution of known molarity. Next, if two solutions are titrated against as per the when two solutions are titrated again. Titrated means they will give one solution will take burette, another one is conical flask. After that I will explain problems. Two solutions are titrated. Titrated means analysis. In these two solutions compulsory solutions are different. Solution compulsory. So solute different. First solute one type, second solute another type. If two solutions are titrated against as per the following equation. Suppose I am taking N1 of A, N2 of B, given to M1 of C, M2 of D. In this case formula M1 V1 by N1 equal to M2 V2 by N2. That is a formula. When two solutions are titrated means analysis. They will be one acid, one base, like that. Compulsory. Suppose I am taking acid base reactions. One means acid, one means acid, two means bases. So these are one of the examples. So example I am taking here. M1 means molarity of initial solution, first solution. Here M1 means I am writing M1 means molarity of initial solution, initial solution or first solution. Okay, M1. And the next another one is V1, volume of initial solution or first solution. And N1, here number of moles of initial solution. Initial means first solution, like that. M2 means molarity of final solution. Here final means second solution. Initial means first solution. V2, volume of second solution or final solution. Here initial means first, final means second. N2 means number of moles of second solution or final solution. But number of moles they won't give. but number of moles we can observe the equation. We can observe the equation. For example, now I am taking sodium hydroxide versus sulfuric acid gives rise to Na2SO4 plus H2O. These are not balanced. I am taking 2 H2SO4. In this case, I am taking first solution sodium hydroxide, second solution sulfuric acid. In this case, N1 remaining volume molarity they will give. Remaining molarity volume they will give. For problems, mixing that means titrated. Sodium hydroxide is titrated with sulfuric acid. They will give molarity and volume. Number of moles they won't give. Number of moles how can observe? We can observe by the equation. Balance is compulsory required. Okay. Sodium in this case, here number of moles. First solution NaOH. Second solution sulfuric acid. So initial solution, final solution. Here number of moles how much? Here number of moles how much? N1 equal to 2. Okay, N2 means how much? 1. So listen. In this case, these are if two solutions are titrated against as per the following equation. Okay, N1 of A first solution. Here A first solution, B second solution. These are reactants, these are products. These are no need. For in our concept, these are no need, but this is required. A means suppose base. First, okay, A means acid or base. Okay, first solution. B means second solution. Okay, these are reactants. Now N1 of A. In this case, A NaOH. A number of moles N1. Here how many number of moles? 2 moles. In this formula, N1 equal to 2. In this B means sulfuric acid. Here N2. Here N2 how much? 1. So these are anyway. So if two solutions are titrated against as per the following equation, M1 V1 by N1 equal to M2 V2 by N2. So these are another molarity, another formula. Okay, so these are very important. These are all formulas. But don't forget remembering these all. Okay, take more time. Don't worry. So if free time, once practice the all formulas. Tomorrow I will give some problems. Tomorrow I will give problems on this concept. Okay, write down, students. Write down these points. So molarity. So these are another formula. Okay, next in molarity, last another formula. Next molarity, last formula. For a mixture of two solutions. For a mixture of two solutions having different molarities. For a mixture of two solutions having different molarities, but same solutes. Molarity of resultant solution. Resultant solution can be calculated by once listen. For a mixture of two solutions, mixing two solutions having molarity different but solute same, acid, base like that. For a mixture of two solutions having different molarities but same solutes, molarity of resultant solution can be calculated by formula. Here M equal to V1 M1 plus V2 M2 by V1 plus V2. That is a resultant molarity solution. Resultant molarity M equal to, once again, for a mixture of two solutions having different molarities but same solutes, molarity of resultant solution can be calculated by formula. Here M equal to V1 M1 plus V2 M2 by V1 plus V2. Here V1 means volume of first solution, molarity of first solution. V2 equal to volume of second solution. M2 equal to molarity of second solution. These are formula. Don't forget, very important. So for a mixture or two solutions having different molarities but same solutes, molarity of resultant solution can be calculated by formula m equal to v1 m1 plus v2 m2 by v1 plus v2. Okay, so these are another important. So these are all molarity relations. I given so many formulas. Don't forget what I given formulas, what I wrote formulas on the board. You concentrate thoroughly, seriously, please. Oh, these are very very important for IIT mains G. Okay, all for NEET MCET purpose also, for intermediate purpose also required. Okay, so these are all formulas. So these are I finished molarity concept. Okay, so these are molarity. Okay, concentration terms, so weight percent completed, volume percent completed, weight to volume percent completed. Next another one is molarity completed. Okay, completed. Next important normality. What is meant by normality? Normality very important. What is meant by normality? Normality. Normality can be defined as the number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of the solution is known as normality. Again, normality can be defined as the number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of the solution is known as normality. I will write definition. The number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of the solution. 1 liter of the solution is known as normality. The number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of the solution is known as normality. It is denoted by symbol N. Normality depends on temperature. Normality also depends on temperature. Temperature increases, normality decreases. So same like that molarity. So normality units equivalents per liter. Simply equivalents liter inverse. So anyone, okay? Equivalents can be expressed in grams, that is known as gram equivalent. So that is a normal definition. Normality formula. Normality n equal to weight of solute by gram equivalent weight of solute. Equivalent weight of solute by equivalent weight of solute by equivalent weight of solute into 1000 by volume in ml. Okay, weight by equivalent weight is generally gram equivalent weight, or another formula normality equal to generally equivalent weight can be expressed in gram, that is known as gram equivalent weight. That is it. Okay. Next one, weight of solute by equivalent weight of solute into 1 by volume in liters. Okay. Weight of solute by equivalent weight of solute into 1000 by both are equal. But before molarity, normality same concept. But molarity before I explained, in molarity concept, molarity normality same. Students, listen once. Once observe, molarity normality formula same. Where change here. In molarity, I am using gram molecular weight, but here using equivalent weight. Gram molecular weight to equivalent weight different. So how can calculate equivalent weight? So problems after that I will explain. First equivalent weight concept required. Equivalent weight concept is there in first stoichiometry. Equivalent in stoichiometry. Equivalent weight. What is equivalent weight? I will explain. Anyway, in a normality concept compulsory we want equivalent weight. I will explain equivalent weight. After that I will explain normality problems like that. Okay. So these are normality. Once again, the number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of the solution is known as normality. Depends on temperature. Denoted by symbol capital N. Equivalents for liter. So equivalent liter and what that is units. Units of normality. So equivalents for liters. Okay. So these are weight of solute by equivalent weight of solute into okay. How can calculate equivalent weight? I will start equivalent weight concept. Very important. Equivalent weight concept I will start. Complete the equivalent weight. After that I will give normality problems. Okay. What is meant by equivalent weight? Equivalent weight. Equivalent weight has no units. Equivalent weight can be defined as already this concept is there in first stoichiometry. Equivalent weight can be defined as the number of parts by equivalent weight can be defined as the number of parts by weight of substance combined or displaces from 1 gram of 1 part by hydrogen or 1 gram of hydrogen or 35.5 grams of chlorine or 108 grams of silver. 108 grams of silver. 108 grams of silver is known as equivalent weight. Equivalent weight can be defined as the number of parts by weight of substance combined or displaces from 1 gram of hydrogen or 35.5 grams of chlorine, 35.5 grams of chlorine or 108 grams of silver. 108 grams of silver is known as equivalent weight. Equivalent weight. Okay. So equivalent weight can be calculated by formula. So generally equivalent weight of element equal to atomic weight by valency. These are common. Atomic weight by valency. For example, equivalent weight of sodium equal to 23 by 1. That means how much? 23. Next, equivalent weight of magnesium how much? 24 by 2. How much equivalent weight? 12. Next another example, equivalent weight of aluminum atomic weight 27 by 3. How much? 27. That means 9. That means equivalent weight of oxygen. Equivalent weight of oxygen atomic weight how much? 16 by 2. How much? 8. Like that. So these are equivalent weight of any element. Okay, already is there in the first stoichiometry. Now I will okay, equivalent weight of any element. Equivalent weight of any element equal to atomic weight by valency. Next, we want for an exam in syllabus, we want equivalent weight of acids. Equivalent weight of acids. So complete number. Writing all of it. Write down all points. Equivalent weight of acids. Equivalent weight of acid equal to molecular weight of acid by basicity. Molecular weight of acid by basicity. So what do you mean by basicity? Acids having basicity, bases having acidity. So I am explaining basicity concept. So equivalent weight of acid equal to molecular weight of gram molecular weight. molecular weight of acid by basicity. For example, HCl. Equivalent weight of HCl equal to 36.5 by 1. That is how much? 36.5. Okay, next equivalent weight of HNO3 equal to 63 by 1, that equal to 63. Next equivalent weight of sulfuric acid, that equal to 98 by 2, that means 49. How can calculate basicity? Okay, so equivalent weight of any acid, equivalent weight of acid equal to molecular weight of acid by basicity. So we want basicity definition. What is meant by basicity? Acids having basicity, base having acidity. Basicity can be defined as in acids the number of replaceable hydrogen atoms present in one molecule of an acid is known as basicity. Once again, basicity can be defined as I will write definition of basic definition of the number of replaceable hydrogen atoms present in one molecule of an acid is known as basicity. For example, in HCl, how many hydrogen atoms is there? Only one hydrogen atom, easy replaceable. One here. Here, how many hydrogen atoms? Two is there. In this case, I will say another concept here. These are oxyacids. Write down. Write first. The number of replaceable hydrogen atom present in one molecule of an acid is known as basicity. Anyway, equivalent weight of any acid equal to molecular weight of acid by basicity. Already I given HCl equivalent weight 36.5, HNO3 63, equivalent weight of sulfuric acid 49. Okay. But in oxyacids concept is there is again inorganic. But in oxyacids, hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. But in oxyacids, hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. But in oxyacids, hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Which hydrogen atoms are replaceable? But in oxyacids, hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Which one is replaceable? Hydrogen atoms are attached to central atom through oxygen atom. That hydrogen atoms are replaceable. Understand point? In oxyacid, hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Hydrogen atoms are attached to central atom through oxygen atoms. That hydrogen atoms are replaceable. For example, now I am taking sulfuric acid, oxyacid. Sulfuric acid is oxyacid. We want structure. These are structure. H2SO4. They are H2SO4. They are basicity 2. Why these are basicity 2? Because here hydrogen atoms, free hydrogen atoms not there, but free hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Here hydrogen atom like that. The hydrogen atoms are attached to central atom through oxygen atom. that is a hydrogen atom attached to central atom through oxygen. A hydrogen atom attached to central atom through oxygen. That is a 1 and 1. How many base it? How much? 2. These are applicable only oxy acids. Oxy acids. Another example. Here example 1. Here example 1. Now I am writing example 2. So another example 2. Here example 2. Example 2. I am taking H3PO3. H3PO3. The name is orthophosphorus acid. Orthophosphorus acid. Here orthophosphorus acid. Here orthophosphorus structure. Here oxy acid. In oxy acids, free hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Not replaceable. Which hydrogen atoms are replaceable? Hydrogen atoms are attached to central atom through oxygen. That hydrogen atoms are replaceable. Not free hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. For example, I'll write structure. Here structure H3PO3. These are secondary inorganic chemistry concept. Okay, these hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Some students say your basicity 1, your basicity how much? 2. Your basicity 2, not 1. Why? These are correct. Because here in oxy acids free hydrogen atoms are not replaceable. Which hydrogen atoms are replaceable? Hydrogen atoms are attached to central atom through oxygen atom. That hydrogen atoms are replaceable. That means here 1. Got how many? 2. That means basically 2. And another example. Example 3. Phosphoric acid formula H3PO4. H3PO4 orthophosphoric acid. Orthophosphoric acid. Here orthophosphoric acid structure H3PO4 like that. H3PO4. How many hydrogens? 3. 4 oxygens. So these are basicity. Here basicity how much? Here basicity how much? 3. Why basicity 3? Because hydrogen atoms are attached to central atom through oxygen atom. Here 1, 2, 3. Anyway, don't forget. H3PO3 basicity how much? 2. H3PO basicity how much? 3. So these are oxy acids basicity. Anyway, equivalent weight of any acid equal to formula molecular weight by basicity. So that is a important points of these are basicity. So these are acids. So acids have basicity. Next one. Another example. Shortcut I am writing. Equivalent weight of oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. Actual formula diide H2CO4 to H2O. Tomatoes. You know tomatoes? Tomatoes containing oxalic acid diide to water molecules. These are molecular weight by basicity. Here molecular weight 126. Basicity 2. That means how much? 63. These are basicity 2 because H2C2O4 is there. H2C2O4 oxalic acid. It how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogens like that. This type of 2H plus C2O4 2 minus. Okay? They are not oxy acid. Okay. How many H plus 2 hydrogen atoms are replaceable? Anyway, equivalent weight of oxalic acid, molecular weight of basicity. So another. Next one. Already explained. Equivalent weight of H3PO3. So H3PO4. Okay. 98. They are molecular 98. 98 we already given. They are basic how much? 3. How much? So that means 3. Okay. 32.66. Okay, like that. Next one. Equivalent weight of H3PO3 already given name orthophosphoric or orthophosphorus. Here how much? 82. 82 by 3. 82 by 3 means 8 into 3 means nearly 27.3. So 82 by 3, 27.3. So these are, another one is equivalent weight of orthophosphorus acid. Orthophosphorus acid. So equivalent weight of acid. Anyway, equivalent weight of acid. Equivalent weight of acid equal to formula molecular weight by basicity. So I given basicity different models. Don't forget. So these are equivalent weight of, okay. Anyway, equivalent weight of acid equal to molecular weight by basicity. Phosphoric acid basicity 3. Orthophosphorus acid or phosphorus acid basicity. Sorry. These are H3PO3. These are 2. Sorry. These are 2. These are 2 means how much? These are basicity 3. These are base. That means 41. Sorry. These are H3PO3 2. H3PO4 3. So these are acids equivalent weight. How can calculate bases equivalent weight? So equivalent weight of bases equal to molecular weight of MW2 means gram molecular weight, simply given. Molecular weight of base by acidity. Molecular weight of base by acidity. Generally acids having basicity, bases have acidity. So acidity can be defined as, I am giving acidity definition. Acidity can be defined as the number of hydroxyl groups. The number of hydroxyl means OH group. The number of hydroxyl group present in. The number of hydroxyl group present in one molecule of a base. One molecule of a base is known as acidity. Okay. So equivalent weight of bases equal to equivalent weight of bases or base equal to molecular weight of base by acidity. How can, so definition of, okay, what is acidity? Acidity can be defined as the number of hydroxyl groups. The number of hydroxyl group OH group present in one molecule of a base is known as acidity. For example, one equivalent weight of NaOH means sodium hydroxide, caustic. Equivalent weight of NaOH equal to 40 by 1, that equal to 40. Next, equivalent weight of KOH equal to, KOH means potassium hydroxide, 56 by 1, that means 56. Next, third, equivalent weight of barium hydroxide, strong base. Barium hydroxide equal, these are 171.3 by 2. 2 OH group is there, nearly 85.67. That is the equivalent weight of bases. So these are equivalent weight of base equal to molecular weight of base by acidity. What is acidity? Acidity means the number of hydroxyl group present in one molecule of a base is known as acidity. Equivalent weight of NaOH, sodium hydroxide. How many OH groups? 1, that means 40 by 1. Equivalent weight of KOH, potassium hydroxide, caustic soda, caustic potassium, strong base. These are all strong bases. 56 by 1, we are molecular 56. 156. Barium hydroxide molecular 171.3. 3 also non-negative, 171 by 2. So nearly 85.67. So these are equivalent weight of base. So these are equivalent weight of base. So these are equivalent weight concept. We can discuss it equivalent weight not completed. If equivalent weight completed, after that I will start normality problems. Anyway, we want normality before we want first equivalent weight concept. Already equivalent weight concept is there in first year stoichiometry lesson. Anyway, so these are equivalent weight of acids completed, equivalent weight of bases completed. Next, third one is equivalent weight of salt. equivalent weight of salt equal to formula weight of salt by or formula weight of salt by total charge of cation or anion. Positive means cation, negative means anion. Any salt, equivalent weight of salt equal to formula weight of salt by, formula weight means molecular weight, formula weight of salt by total charge of cation or anion. For example 1, equivalent weight of NaCl, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride molecular weight how much? Formula weight 58.5 by 1. These are how much? 58.5. Second, example 1. Example 2, equivalent weight of magnesium chloride, MgCl2. These are formula weight how much? 95. 95 by 2, 47.5. Next, another one is 3. Equivalent weight of calcium chloride. Calcium chloride 111 by 2. That means 55.5. So these are equivalent weights of salts. Anyway, so these are equivalent weight of any salt equal to formula weight of salt by total charge of cation or anion. Okay, thank you, my dear children. Remaining concept tomorrow I will explain. Okay, so